Hey, good afternoon, everybody out there in TV land. We are here with two interesting guests. Okay?
They are amazing.
Amazing guests. Each one has their own different quality, their own different way of doing their spiritual being. Okay? One plays a lot of instruments, the other one does a lot of artwork. So those are all spiritual and psychical ability. And my wonderful friend Lori here. And by the way, folks, she gave me some of the most beautiful, what do they call them, cherry tomatoes?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And we turned them into tomato juice. And it was so delicious. I had to share it. I didn't want to do that.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. And I meant to bring you more. I'm sorry, I forgot. They're at home
Scott
sitting
said
on
he
the counter.
wanted some, so I had to share it with him.
Well, you have to share with Scott.
Yes.
He's a saint, and, you know, he
Yeah.
deserves it. You're lucky he didn't keep it all and just give you
all. You know. And then we're going to send out, I am very upset and very frustrated. Lori and I talked about this. And for what happened in Claremont, there's no excuse.
God bless.
Nothing at all. You don't hang a
Tragic.
child because you were mulatto. He was a young boy, right? A young, 12, 13-year-old boy, something like
yeah.
that, you know? And I truly believe it was young teenagers that did it, honestly. And, you know, this is why we have the weather that we have today. This is why, because there's so much hatred, so much anger, so much frustration. Damn it, folks, get rid of the frustration and say, I'm not hurting only myself, I'm hurting other people.
Right. People don't
You know?
understand their anger. They're feeding that, and Mother Earth has to do something with that energy. So these natural disasters are her way of trying to release this negative energy.
Mm-hmm.
But we talk about this all the time. We have to do our part, and it's just as simple as loving each other. Which people go, well, that's so hard. No, it's not. It's the easiest thing to do. It's what we're born to do. It's how we are naturally.
These are wake-up calls.
Yeah.
Yes, these are our wake-up calls.
And the sad part is, we can stop this.
We can.
Because a lot of this is man-made.
Right.
We can stop this.
We can stop this tomorrow
Yeah.
if we wanted to.
You agree?
Yeah.
You agree? And we got some two uniquely different ladies. We're going to let them introduce themselves and what they do and their website. You're first.
Hi, Norm.
Hi.
Lori.
Hi.
Hi, Sandy. I'm Rahel, and that's Rahel. Sorry. And I am a musician, an educator, and a co-founder of a particular recent project called the Healing Light Project. I'm also a therapeutic musician.
So what is the Healing Light Project?
The Healing Light Project here
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we have one of those.
is a project that I have co-founded together with a man in Africa. He's originally from Zimbabwe, living in South Africa due to circumstances. And he is the director of a wonderful traditional vocal and dance group that representing Zimbabwean music. And it's an a cappella group. And he reached out to me through Facebook about a year and a half ago and said, I'd like to do a musical collaboration. And I said, what is that? Who is that? And we got to talking, and a year later, just past March, I went to Africa, to Johannesburg, and we launched our first project, which was a musical collaboration between my music, which is also Jewish, Hebrew, and Americana, combined, kind of a fusion, and their music, which was traditional Zimbabwean music. We didn't know how it would work, and it was amazing. We recorded 2 songs. We taught and sang in a couple of schools. We had a few house concerts, all in 2 weeks, all in 10 days.
Nice.
And
The
there's some
spirit is
pictures
strong,
there.
isn't
It's
it?
amazing. I don't know if you can
yeah.
see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are, and the co-founder, his name is Future, which is,
Oh, how
Quite
appropriate,
beautiful, right?
That's nice.
and he's got a young son named Fortune.
Very nice.
And we are hoping to continue this work.
Excellent.
Now, you have a CD that we're going to play
Playing
Yeah.
play
what?
right now.
You want to play it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to play it now, yeah. While he's getting it ready, we'll...
Yeah, I can just say one more thing about it.
wadala izulu nomhlaba.
Shoo!
B'terem harim yuladu v'tichol eretz v'tevel.
The vocals are.
B'terem harim
Rahel, and then
yuladu.
come in. We're singing in Hebrew, English, and Zulu.
v'tichol eretz v'tevel u'me'olam ad olam atakel u'me'olam ad olam atakel u'me'olam ad olam atakel u'me'olam ad olam atakel. Before the mountains were born,
Ekuqaleni uNkulunkulu wadala izulu lomhlaba.
before you set forth the earth and the inhabited
Ukuba
world,
kwakukhona ulizwi.
before the mountains were
Awu bengicela
born,
sibakhonze bonke.
before you set forth the earth and the inhabited world, umeolam ad olam atakel.
Umhlaba wo
Uyisiqalo nesiphetho
Umeolam
adolam atake
They learned some Hebrew.
umeolam adolam atake.
We took some time and they sang also in Hebrew. I learned a few words in Zulu. And Siyabonga, for example, means thank you. And Ubuntu. Ubuntu was sort of
At the end of the.
it goes on a little, but
Oh.
I think you turned it off. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's. The dream is world to world, person to person, to be working together, to meet each other, to learn about each other's traditions, to share language, food, cultures. And in this way, when we meet in person and we do this, this is our little contribution to making the world a better place. So we have our example is the recording, which is in 3 languages, and the coming together actual in person, not digitally or virtually. So we like to say that we're dreamers. We were dreamers. We have these dreams to, bring people together through music because we're musicians, and through dance because they have traditional dance. And in the beginning, we didn't know how we would do this. We sent each other different songs, and you can see some video clips are on our website talking about the process. The Healing Light Project
Weebly, weebly.com. And you can see the process was very interesting and the coming together, and now I have great friends, and it makes a difference. I didn't know anything about Zimbabwe or even South Africa before I went, and now I know a lot, and I can even say a couple of words.
Isn't it amazing how the Spirit works, right?
Right.
Okay, now we got to turn it on to, you are who?
I am Sandy Sereno.
Okay, you can speak up.
I'm Sandy Sereno, and I am an artist. I have been an artist since I was a little girl. And I studied when I was 27, going to college to be even better with my art.
Now, you're
And so-
spiritually gifted.
Pardon me?
You're spiritually gifted, right?
Spiritually gifted,
You
right.
go to witness. I have a couple of paintings of yours at
Mhm.
my house. Okay?
Yes, you
Do you
do.
have a website?
I do.
And your website is?
Sandy Sereno, Sereno, fineart.com. It's really simple.
Can you show them that painting you have there? I mean, because that is just
Yeah.
beautiful, I think. That's
This is,
stunning.
which way do I show it? This way?
That's what.
Yeah.
This
That is beautiful.
This is a painting I did for a friend of mine. He wanted a sister for his other painting that I gave her.
See how we figured it up close for you?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
is beautiful. And how long did that take?
I'm not at liberty to say that.
Well, that
Actually,
doesn't matter 'cause,
It looks
you know,
a little
it's-
bit like you.
It does.
it
That's-
it is actually a photo of me with all these flowers around.
Really?
And yep,
Yeah, that's
it doesn't take me that long to do a painting, but sometimes people do ask that question, you know.
Now, do you ever have to get up in the morning, or like, we'll say 2 o'clock in the morning, because you get an inspiration to do a painting or anything like that?
I get a lot of dreams, and I get inspiration when I sleep. Yeah.
You wake up, like, we'll say at 3 o'clock in the morning, and to start doing some artwork.
I don't normally do that.
Well, guess what? It's going to happen. Okay. One of your best pieces that you're going to do, and you got a lot of great ones, I know, is you're going to be doing it's going to take quite a while, but you got to start it out half awake and half asleep, and this is where your spiritual guides are going to be helping you. Your hand is just going to be like, well, like a tool. I guess that's a good word, right? A tool.
Yeah, this
And-
is all done with hand, too,
Yeah.
with pastels and my
But
fingers.
the thing is, you put a lot of love into it.
I do.
It's like she puts a lot of love into her music. So you both. So that's the cool thing. We have. We all have different. I like to call them spiritual beings, psychic ability. Yours is music. Yours is artwork. She is like pumping me in the head now.
It's what it
But
is.
that's your job, right?
But no, but like
Yeah.
I got a print from Sandy earlier this year. My granddaughter was being afraid. We didn't know why, and it was of an angel. And she took it and put it in her room, and it helped her tremendously. So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Isn't that amazing what it can do? Because I have one that she has given to me, and just relaxation on it. And if you look at the beautiful artwork, of course, I'd like to have one of those CDs. I'm also cheap too,
Yeah.
But
I'll be
but it's-
happy to give you one.
Oh, thank you. I hear that word.
Yeah. And this one in particular
Oh,
Oh, what's that?
is called Tikkun. It's some of the music that you heard, but this is Hebrew, and all the songs are sung in Hebrew, and it's my music. But they are the Psalms,
oh.
the Psalms, and there are 10 particular Psalms that, according to a Jewish rabbi,
I'll download. You can have a copy.
are particularly good for healing purposes. So, and people have said it's worked. So
Very
thank
nice.
you. Thank you.
Very
I'll
nice.
download all the music onto my computer, then I'll let you download it. How's that? We'll share. One of the things I'm looking at you is that your spiritual encounter has just begun. In
are
other
you
words,
talking to me in
Yeah.
particular?
yeah, you.
I thought you were talking to both of us.
You. Well, both of you can do it, but you're both your spiritual has just begun. The more that you see, the more you're going to do more musical and more artwork for both of you. So, so be inspired. There's going to be some negative energy that will try to block you from being doing the inspiration. Hey, I used the word.
You did good.
Yes, I did. An inspiration to do more. But there's also going to be some energy that's going to try to block you from doing that. Okay? Don't let it. Please, do you agree?
Oh, I mean, anytime we're making a spiritual path, there'll be obstacles to test our resolve and our commitment. So
We can always tell them to go.
That's it.
Yep.
That's all it is. Just be strong about it.
You're welcome.
That's right. Can you explain what that?
This.
Yeah.
This is a gift that I was given from the guys, I call them the guys, in Africa. It's a Zimbabwean crown, so to speak. It's for the princes and the princesses. And so when I was there, they gave me this gift and called me their queen.
Isn't that awesome?
so sweet.
That's awesome.
So I like to wear it and feel
that's
that.
awesome.
Not that I'm
queen,
a queen, but that I appreciated
We-
that.
We are
The
queens.
being part of the
remember that.
family. But they made me part of the family.
Well, that's
Right.
good though. But
That's
we are
beautiful.
queens. You know.
Yeah.
You have to regard yourself as
Also
that
a
way.
queen,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I'm the superior queen.
No,
Yes, you
No,
are.
I mean,
you're the empress.
Norm, I'm sorry to interrupt you guys.
Yeah.
Both of the guests need to sit closer to the mic.
okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
wanna
No,
No,
thank you.
bump it.
see?
Yeah.
Glenn just came in and said that he's having a hard time hearing you
Okay.
both.
See,
Okay.
it's better he
Sure.
tell you than me. See?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Can you hear me now?
That's
Yep.
a lot better.
Talk
Yeah.
nice
Famous
loud,
line,
nice
can you
and
hear me
loud.
now?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like I said, and it's better him tell you than me, and I get upset.
Sandy, what is that book in front of you?
This is a book that I wrote. It's a story about myself as an artist growing up. And it's the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. And it's all illustrated with artwork. So I'll show you a few pages. And it's a story about the bad stuff that happened to me while I was growing up.
Yeah, hold that right up by the.
Yeah.
There you go.
she's good.
Not
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
And then I would like to get it published. I would like to get it published.
Musical
fun,
accompaniment.
yeah.
It and 10% of my my sales is going to go to help battered women and children.
Oh, very nice. Thank you.
Because that's what happened to me a lot in my youth and growing up. But I do have this beautiful picture of me
Oh, look
right
at
now
you.
as a queen.
that is beautiful.
Yeah, so it's not a long book, but I only did little short stories about what happened to me in my life because I didn't want it to be a long drawn out thing. I was guided to write this book because, when I went to Florida 3 years ago, I had an experience about all this stuff coming out of my heart. It was all blocked inside of me. I didn't know I had all these problems. I mean, all this stuff inside of me.
Right,
And I
right.
had, the men that hurt me, abused me, my dad, my uncle, and men, and my ex-husband, all that. And so I wrote this book to help other women and
I
children.
love the way you illustrated it.
Yeah, thanks.
I can see that you can feel it.
You can. You really can. You can feel where you were in each space.
Right.
But you made a very good point. A lot of people don't realize that they're holding on to that and that it's negatively affecting them.
Right.
This
Exactly.
book could help them release that, and that's
Yeah.
a beautiful
Definitely.
thing.
And I'm also going to be teaching a class called Expressive Art for the Soul. I taught that up in Pembroke Academy like maybe 10, 15 years ago. And I had, people, I would do a guided meditation and people would paint whatever came out of their meditation. That was like a part of this book that I didn't know about because I didn't know I had all this stuff myself.
Right, right.
And it helped all these, they were older people and it helped them a lot. I had both male and female. And they really loved it. And I had the same students for 3 semesters and that was really awesome.
That is very cool. I
And
like that.
the new class that I want to teach will be dance, meditate, and express their inner
child with paint, and they can dance, they can, meditate and do different things like that.
What a
So-
wonderful idea.
Yeah, so I'm looking for a studio to do this class out of, and I'm believing that I'll have students from all over the world coming to my class.
Very nice.
I want you to hang on to that. By the way, you have to start working on a second book.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Okay.
When you publish it, will it include those beautiful sort of the 3D
No.
kind of quality
I
to
don't.
it?
I don't know how that would work. I mean, I would love
No,
to. Have
I
it.
see pictures
Yeah.
and writing. I
Yeah.
see pictures and writing because that's who you are, and it tells your story. You agree?
Right,
You agree?
right, yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, when it's published, it'll just be pictures
Yeah,
of
no.
your
It'll
pictures.
be
Yeah,
one-dimensional,
it-
because this
right.
has a certain energy coming out of
Right.
it that's
Yeah,
really
so
special.
it would be.
It really
it would be
does.
Yeah.
nice to have the energy coming out.
But
Yeah.
whenever you do a book signing,
Yeah.
you should have
when
that
it's
with
live
you.
like that,
Right,
it's
right.
just really special.
Yes.
yeah, it's very energetic and
Yeah.
yeah. So I did the.
We've had a lot of authors come on, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the best part is having authors. She also wrote a book, and this is the best part. You're actually, one of the things I will tell you, I'm wanting you for a second, is that you're going to be making a whole complete album, and you're going to be doing you're going to be here, and your friend is going to be over in Africa.
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta be
interesting you
doing-
say so, because that's one of the things that we really wanted to do. We wanted to complete. We started with the 2 songs, and one of the members of the group said it was his dream that we would make a complete album.
There
And
are
we really
5
wanna do
different
that.
continents that you're going to be working with. You're going to be working out of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be working out of Africa. Then you've got another one from Indonesia. Hey, I just said a big word.
You did say
Yes,
it.
I
Big
did.
word.
You got another one from the UK. There's like 5 different countries, and
That's
somehow
encouraging.
it's going to merge. Like I've seen them on TV already on Facebook, and somehow you're going to. Only the spirit knows. Okay, and you're going to merge them all into one and make a beautiful song, a beautiful piece. So don't give up on your dreams. I also, there's a lady that has passed. Oh, did your mother pass?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to communicate with her?
Uh,
That's up to you.
well, I had a mother and a stepmother who both passed relatively recently.
Yeah. Well, your
But,
real mother.
But my real mother, yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Okay. She's telling me to tell you she doesn't understand what you're doing. She's worried about you leaving your faith, and I don't see you doing that.
Leaving my faith.
Yeah, your heritage behind, okay? And she doesn't want you to become modernized, so to speak, but she's also very proud on the work that you're doing to help other people. And she also wants to make sure you never forget her.
I don't think I could ever forget her.
I just want you to know that this is
I'll
her
never
feeling.
forget you, Mom.
She's crying with joy for you, okay? You agree with that?
I agree that your mother is very proud of you, and
Very proud of you.
and
Your journey wasn't very easy, was it?
I never thought about it being particularly difficult until recently.
Yeah. I don't think none of us do we? Until you
well,
sit
I
down and
think
take a
most
look
of
at it?
us we just do what we have to do to
Yeah.
get through.
Yeah, we call
I
it
think
life.
it was just living and following, us following this spiritual guidance, whatever it was, and just going ahead. But, and as we get older, it's a little harder. It gets harder to
just had
actually
this-
hear those.
I just had this spirit just come and tell me that she's going to write a book and she's going to give a message with it, and you're going to play like some kind of a musical instrument while she's storytelling with it. Wouldn't that be tremendously awesome?
That'd be awesome.
I believe that.
I think that
I
would be a
can too.
wonderful
Maybe it's one of my events
Yeah,
I'm going to be
right.
having. And I'm planning a
Yeah.
big event. Maybe we can, two can work together.
That'd be cool.
That would be nice. I would
Yeah.
enjoy that.
This
I would
house-
like that
this-
a lot too.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
room is so filled with so much spiritual love that it's a truly
Absolutely.
getting. And actually, there are 3 women in that corner now. We have women spiritual come over, and they judge our show. Trust me, and they're really smiling at you. Okay, and the one thing you are meeting Mr. Right. Stop trying so hard. Okay. Okay, who's first?
You go ahead.
Okay.
I'll go
You're have
ahead.
to trade places for a second.
Okay.
All right.
This is an awesome show. Because every show we have is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. Just watch the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say what you said about my faith.
Yeah.
Got my little flag here.
Yeah, that's
I'm
okay.
got Israeli and
Yeah.
American citizenship, and I'm obviously Jewish. I'm sorry, I moved away
If
from
you
the.
find a place to hang that up, go ahead. I
Sorry?
have no
Oh,
problem with
no,
it.
it's
Or
okay.
you can put it up in your hair or whatever so everybody can see it.
Hang
yeah.
it like that.
Yeah, there you go. Right? I'm not embarrassed if you want to show
There
it
you
up.
go.
There you go.
Africa,
No, that's right. I
Israel,
don't know if that's
America, wherever it's going to be.
Yeah.
And I'm very connected to my Jewish faith, though in my own way.
Right.
So, as many people are, but also traditionally and very much in my heart. But I live a different kind of a lifestyle than is dictated by some of our traditional rules and regulations and
Yeah.
laws.
And that's
But,
what she's worried about is you not. And
Yeah.
she wants you to please keep going on. And remember the holidays. That's very important.
Oh,
Jewish
yeah.
very holiday.
Well, we have the holidays coming up next
Yeah.
week, the high holy days, and this is the time of Elul is the month before the holidays, where we say Ani l'dodi v'dodi li. I am my beloved, and my beloved is mine. And we have a story, a parable that the king is here in the field with us, and all we have to do is go up and say, "Hello, king." God is here amongst us, the closest to us. We are talking with God, we are conversing with God, we are asking God, we are praising God, we are doing all sorts of things. This is going on until the end of this holy day season, which involves the Jewish New Year, the Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, which is the Feast of Tabernacles, I think in English, Simchat Torah, the giving and the receiving of the Torah, the whole thing. It's
That's
all
awesome.
upon us right now.
And you know
So
what's
we're
the fun
very
part?
immersed in it.
You know, we may all have different ways of believing. We may all have all different ways of tradition, respecting whatever. But isn't all one main thing? Loving the spirit of whoever you choose, or loving each other. That's the way I
Loving
believe it.
each
All loving each other. But I know Sandy. By the way, folks, I've known Sandy for a lot of years.
Many years.
And, yeah, and just like Mary, you know. And Sandy, the one thing about Sandy is when she loves you, she loves you. Okay? But when she's mad, run and hide until you get old. Huh.
I'm not that bad.
I love that laugh. I'm not that. One other thing I do see you, where you're living is a very good place for you right now for the next maybe couple of years. Okay, don't move unless you have to, but I don't see you moving for a couple of years. It works for you. That area where you're living in gives you a lot of energy. You agree with that? Okay.
I like
and
it
you get a
too.
lot of inspirational points there too. You're also meeting a country bumpkin from there. Okay, and that's kind of a rude remark, isn't it? Country
Why?
bumpkin.
Why?
Isn't that what they call them then now too? I don't know. But anyway, you're meeting someone, and it's going to be someone that you would least expect. He's very muscular. Oh, he's hot. Oh, lucky you. But he's very muscular looking. You know, he's got a little bit of very, not really absolutely wonderful looking, but he had a very stone face looking, you know, like a stone. Somebody had chiseled it out of a stone, okay? And you're going to be a cougar. He's going to be between 10 and 15 years younger than you. But he also is going to have the love of life.
Cougar.
I am.
He's also going to have the spiritual spirit of life and evidence for you. Okay, take out 5 cards. Financially, there's some more help coming to you. We can always use that, right?
Of course.
You know. And there's another, like I said, you need to do another whole book again to where you have been to where you are today. Okay. I also will tell you, are going to be. I see you doing traveling, and where you're living now is going to be like a home base to you. Okay. And I also will tell you, the person that you're living with is going to be very temperamental. Okay. But you know how to please her. You know how to make her happy. You know how to do the right things and
Right.
all that. Okay.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, what we're gonna tell her? Uh-oh. No. You have grandchildren?
Yes, I do.
You
And great grandchildren.
And great grandchildren. You see them often?
Not too often.
You need, for some reason, I don't know what it is. You don't need to be forgiving. That they may think you do that wrong. Okay. Well, just remember to keep sending out the olive branch. Okay.
I just send them love.
I'm sorry?
Just send them love.
Yeah, that's all you can do is just send them love and just let them know that grandmother, mother, and great-grandmother are there. You're what, 90 now?
Not quite.
Not quite. There you go. But just remember, just keep sending them out love.
So says Mr. Can't remember his age.
Right.
I'm 34. I'm 27.
I'm 33 today.
Whatever.
I'm 25.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. One of the things I also... Actually, I do feel the older I get, the younger I feel. I'm serious. You do too.
Of course.
And plus, I have a great show and stuff that helps with people that you get that support.
Right.
I also will tell you that you're going to win some kind of art award, and there's going to be some kind of a substantial financial reward that goes with it.
That'd be awesome.
So don't be afraid to go into that contest around there. Okay. And it's like on a national level, and you're going to be number 7 out of 500 of them.
Wow. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. You can do it, right?
I can.
Yeah, I know I can. Let's hear that. I
know I can.
All right. Because I am a winner.
I am a winner.
That's it. See, I don't believe in the loser part. I really don't. We can all win if we want to.
That's
okay.
true. That's true.
Okay. I also see you going to, I don't know what's over in the Midwest, but I see you going towards the Midwest. But like I said, I see you being a compatible person. Okay. And he is also an artist, but he's more of a sculpturist. Okay. He does the marble and all that stuff. You two have something in common, but yet you really don't have a whole lot in common. But that's what's going to work for your relationship and yourself, okay? You like going into the woods?
I do when I have company.
Okay. Ooh, that's so cheeky, isn't it? All right. Because he likes doing artwork out in the woods. He also likes taking wood logs and making, he doesn't cut down trees or like that to do, but wood that he knows he can work with. He's also very talented. He has a reddish hair, reddish brown beard, okay? And it'll tickle you. I mean, he's also very much a romantic. Okay. You are too, right?
Yes.
Ooh. Touches you. Oh.
I love that.
Is your mother still alive?
No, she passed away many years ago.
Okay. Would you want to talk to her?
She can give me a message if she likes.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Because she tells me she doesn't understand you. I'll be very honest, and I don't know if you want people, but she loves you for who you are. Okay. You loves the fact that have you always been like the wayward child, always been independent, doing what you want to do?
Yes, I have.
And she said she doesn't want you to change. She told me that you have 2 daughters, right?
2 daughters.
2 daughters, okay. She said it's their loss that they don't want to get to know you. Okay. This is the message that I'm getting, okay?
Right.
Even though she mourned for it and she's saddened about it. You have a son?
I do.
Are you okay with him?
I'm okay with him. He's not okay with me, but that's okay.
That's okay. Just be there for him.
I just send him love.
You know?
That's all you can
That's
do.
all you can
I
do. 'Cause, experiences, we too go through that with our family members, okay? I have nieces and nephews, but I lost a nephew that unfortunately I didn't get to now. But we just got to keep sending out that olive branch.
Right.
One lady says, what if it comes back all shredded? You send out a new one.
You do your part.
That's all you can
Just
do.
You can't
Up to
control
them.
what they do on
No,
their end.
If they
You just
choose
do your
not to
part.
do it. I also...
No giggling.
Uh-oh. Is that good or bad?
Look, he's turning red in the face. You better be careful.
Uh-oh.
I think you can already know what he's going to say, right?
No, actually, you're going to be doing a painting of some forest by a state park. Make sure you have a blanket beside you, if you know what I mean. And I'm just going to put it that way. Okay. I also will tell you to make sure that every painting, and like that book, make sure you bless it. Please. Whether you use sage, whether you use whatever you use is up to you. You also have a very loving spirit in your house, in your apartment now, that is really happy with you. This lady's husband is thanking you for supporting her and being there with her. And she's really still pretty lost without him, am I correct?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also concerned, you got a bald tire.
I have 2 tires that I need to get.
ASAP.
I need to get.
Because if you don't, you're going to be driving down the highway and one's going to go poppity pop. And then you're going to go poppity, 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 okay? So I would encourage you to do that,
Get
okay?
that done, yeah.
And also, there's a lot of storms, a lot of changes coming around the area where you live, when I'm talking about thunderstorms. However, I see your house being very well protected because of the spirituality that you have. Like with her house, you're always pretty well protected. People don't realize the spirits usually protect us.
Oh, they really do.
You know?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
100%.
When I've had other people say their powers out or whatever, we still going strong, and they're so grateful for it. Okay, and the same with you. Whatever you will overcome many in the stormy weathers. We'll put it that way. Okay. One thing I'm also looking at with you too is stop putting yourself down so much.
I'm working on that.
Okay, you need to come see me then.
I'm doing a lot of positive affirmations and believing in myself more. And
Right until you can write no more. Don't put it away in a drawer either. People think I can write all these for you, and when you're putting it into a drawer, you forget. So the spirit's going to forget too. So I'm a firm believer. Everybody has their own way. I'm a firm believer in writing it out and then sending the message out with sage out into the spirit. That way you can't take back whatever you write. And when you're hiding it in the Bible or the drawer or whatever, say, it's not getting out to you to help you. Okay? You've been married twice?
No, only once.
And you live with a person for a long period of time?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, be prepared to get married again.
I'm ready.
Okay. And folks, whoever she marries, she's going to be the boss this time. Let me tell you, no man is ever going to control her. Maybe a woman, but no man is But no one's going to ever control you again.
I don't
And
want them to.
I am so proud of what you've come through. And I know spiritually, I can come of you too, knowing that, because you were when I first met you years and years ago, you were in the depth of, you were in the depth of hell. Am I right? And you were going through a lot when I first met you. See, I forget big on the two what she does, Next time I'll probably be better. But I am so, from the time I know you, Cindy, I really got to tell you, I am so proud of seeing how you have grown. I think it's an honor today to see that from you. Because I know there are many times that you would have liked to have given up, am I correct?
But I didn't.
No,
'Cause I know
that's
I
the
have a
best part.
purpose.
There you go.
That's right. This man that you meet, you're going to have a hard time accepting him. Like I said, he's kind of quiet where you're just the opposite. But you can be quiet until you get to know somebody, okay? But then you go, oh, baby, you're mine now.
I can be outgoing when I want to be.
Right, And I also will tell you, like I said, that where you're living is your home base for now, because that's going to be like, you're going to be going to different states, different areas, and you're always going to be able to go back there, okay? I do see you selling that house, okay? But you're still going to have your apartment there. She has a lot of health issues, okay? Is there a dog in that house?
Yep, there is.
Is that your dog?
No, it's
Her
hers.
dog? Well, it might as well be yours.
He likes me.
Yeah, he really does. When she gets, but that dog is also very protective of her as well. And when
Yes.
she gets into a foul mood, the dog knows it and is there to help her. And I have to tell you that her husband that passed it telling me to tell you, that he loves her very much. Okay. Do you want to hear from your dad at all?
Oh, sure.
Okay. When
I'll
you-
let him.
When you there you go. I like that. I'll let him. I think that's important that we give them permission.
Right.
You can't just. That's why I always ask, and I know you always do. It's important that we ask.
Right.
Okay, because I don't want to violate that. Did your dad have a potty mouth at times?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
No.
I won't say it anyways, but 'cause we're on there. But one of the things I will tell you is that he says you're so much like him. That's what he's proud of you of, okay? And he also, whatever he did wrong to you, he wants you to forgive him. Only
Oh,
you
I've
know.
forgiven him a long time
Okay.
ago.
Well, sometimes they need that reassurance. You know,
So
when
he
they
wants
go-
to really hear it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. You're right. And you would also make a very good medium if you wanted to be. Okay. You have a lot of powerful psychic ability about you. Now it's hard to let go and start releasing it. Okay.
Okay.
A lot of it is the artwork.
Right.
Okay.
So I could do readings with my artwork.
Right, and that's a good thing. Okay. And you eat red meat?
I do.
There's nothing wrong with that. Too many people say you can't eat red meat. You know what?
I like my hamburgers.
Eat it, yeah, but just eat it in moderation. Don't, like everything you do in moderation.
I don't eat a lot of it, but yeah.
Because I think, I prefer believe the Spirit had put everything on this earth for us to use. You know, and when you say, actually, if you want to look at through, I believe it's the Buddha, when you kill a plant, you ask for blessings on it. You know, I know a guy from India who has, whenever he takes the vegetarian the dishes, and he always thinks so that that's some blessing for it. So. We can't hear it. Okay. Financially, stop worrying. You're going to be okay. Okay. Stop making a dollar bill into a molehill. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yeah.
This is going to be one of your biggest financially successful years. Okay. Because people are going to want to buy these things because where Mother Nature has destroyed a lot of property, a lot of different things.
Right.
Mother Nature said, so they're going to want to, cheer up their house. And you said you
Right.
have a painting, right?
Yeah, I got a print
Isn't it
from her.
beautiful? I have one too. They're beautiful, aren't they?
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
she's definitely going to be at our event. I'm not sure the date, but it's going to be in April. In fact, I was just talking to her about it. I had to cancel the one. And it's going to be for the Healing Pause, so we'll put you down. And if you want to be a musician, sell books and all that, I'll send you the info on that, too. It's going to be kind of like a little bit different than we've ever had. And we're going to have
Very
readers,
different.
we're going to have this, we're going to have that. I'm going to do a poem here. No, I'm only kidding, folks. So you can,
That's okay. You can do it. They'll pay you lots of money not to take your clothes off.
oh, okay. All right.
It'll be
Then I'll
good.
do it.
It'll be good. It's all for the charity.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
All for the cause.
I'll keep my clothes on too.
Oh, there we go. Hey, $10 or $100 if we'll keep our clothes on anything less than that, then we start slowly taking them off. You're definitely meeting someone. Okay, it's right here. Look at that. This is a guy that you're kind of confused about. This is where you had your rough life, and nothing was ever easy. But now you've learned to have the right to be grateful. However, you got one or two children whomever you marry or whatever you do in your life will never accept who it is. And you know what? That's so sad because that's their loss.
You know what? That's okay.
Yeah, it hurts. But it's okay. Life still goes on, This is why I wrote that thing on Facebook. I don't know if you ever read it, but I wrote one on Facebook about, stick out the olive branch before it's too late. But sometimes whether we want to or not, it's important that we stick out that olive branch, okay? I also will tell you, I do see a big mural on a wall in some kind of a building that you're going to be doing.
That'd be nice.
Do you believe it?
I do.
All right, and it's going to be it's going to be a very spiritual being. It's going to be very financially, you're going to be very rewarded for it.
That'd be cool.
Yep.
I always tell my family now, I said, it's my time now.
And it is.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not their time.
Right.
It's your time.
My time.
Are you a winner?
I'm a winner.
All right. No such thing as failure. You know that, right?
Right, of course.
And never hope. Right? That's what I said on this show, and never hope.
What you're gonna say.
Believe, believe, believe. Because when you hope,
Right.
angels
I
will
know
hope
that.
with you. I believe it was Emerson's Wildfire that told me that.
That's what you said.
Yeah. Yeah, and I
So always
followed that.
believe, because hope is not.
Because if you hope,
That
the
great.
angels will hope with you. Yeah, a very
You don't get
well-known,
anywhere that way.
a very well-known lady told me that. It was just wildfire. You know, said, told
Yeah.
that, you know, that if you hope, they're gonna hope with you, and it's true. You know, so I cleared that out. You know, always believe.
Right.
You know, and the one thing I'm also looking at you too. Do you play the piano?
No.
You do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why do I see a piano in your house?
Well, there is one in my apartment that belongs to her deceased husband.
I would encourage you to just dabble with it.
Mhm.
And the reason why I'm going to tell you to dabble is because it's good for your arthritic hands. And it's good for you to make some beats and to help you, you know, it'll help you visualize when I can play Mary Had a Little Lamb.
It's a very famous song.
No, Bert
I used to
does.
play the guitar, though.
Well, do one of them, please get back into it again, okay?
Music.
Because that's going to help inspire you to do more readings or whatever, okay? Because I want to see you named up there at awards for the National Artwork, the National Art Society. Sandy
Sereno.
Sereno. Bambino Society.
Hey, you were close. You were in a ballpark, so
Yeah.
a ballpark,
Yeah.
not the right one, but you were in one.
After knowing me all these years.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
took a
And
year.
I see
at
around a
least a year to remember my
$5,000
name.
gift card. Or such a, you know, part of cash. So, like I said, it's not going to be top price, but it'll be among the top 10.
That'd be cool.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you will find your true love. Don't give up.
That'd
Okay.
be awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very
You
much.
too, SWAT patients.
Yeah, your turn.
I love your book. It's really, really.
Oh, thank you.
nice.
Yeah, thank you.
I also will tell you, Sandy, want to give you a website?
I have a
I
few.
have my cards.
I have a few of them.
Okay, I don't
Take
care
them
what
all.
the name of them.
Okay, I have Sandy Sereno, fineart.com. Then I have Sandy's Sereno.pixel.com, which I sell my products on it,
Okay.
which has my artwork on it. And then I have Facebook, Serenity with Sereno.
Oh, I like that.
Mm, that's a nice one.
Okay.
A friend of mine picked that one out for
I
me.
like that. Okay. And they can get. Do you do portraits?
I can. I don't do much of them, but I can.
But
Well,
they want it.
what is this?
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, if
we have a
somebody
call.
wants to do, I know, but what I'm saying is, if somebody wants to come in with a setting,
Yeah, we had a call. Oh, no, all right.
Oh, I didn't
Thought
put
we
that
had a
close
call,
enough,
but-
right?
no.
I have to put it this way, right?
It's Mary on line 1.
Thank you.
Okay.
Did I do
Wasn't
that
there
okay?
anymore. Yep. Okay, we're gonna answer the phone. Welcome to Norman Friends. You're on the air. Mary?
Yeah,
Ah, there you are.
Hey, Mary, how you doing?
not too bad, and you?
Not too bad. This lady's our bean lady for our events that we have.
And so much more.
Yeah, so much more.
Mary has her own show, and she's remarkable and amazing in like 9 bazillion types of ways. You can't even
Thank you.
categorize her. She's just amazing. So how you doing today, Mary?
And not too bad. I'm getting ready for tomorrow to have my eye done. I
Yeah.
hope.
Yep. Well, we will definitely send you some love and prayers for that.
Thank you.
So what
I
else?
like that song that they played at the beginning of the show.
Wasn't that beautiful?
Thank you.
It was. It was.
Because the people who did it are absolutely divine. They were sent from heaven.
Ah, absolutely, absolutely. And the blend.
Yeah, it was nice when it was blended together like that. It was
Very.
very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So what else is you doing, Mary? What's going on with your show?
Yesterday I had some, they come out of Goffstown. I had the grandson of the grandfather, they're auctioneers, like, you know. They came on yesterday. Oh my God, the jewelry they brought in the show, it was gorgeous.
Any samples handing out?
Yeah, yeah, I wish they did. It was gorgeous. First time, I've always seen a Rolex, in the display and everything. Well, yesterday they had one, and I had a chance to hold it in my hand. But it's an ordinary watch. It's so expensive, but it's beautiful. The Rolex was gorgeous.
I've never understood buying a Rolex, but I do understand when
it's an ordinary watch. I guess you pay for the name,
But they seem to be made with such love and craftsmanship because they do have an energy all their own that you don't get off a Timex or a Swatch or.
He told me the history of Rolodex. He told me the whole history behind it, and it was really very. How can you say it? It was like spiritual, that watch.
There you
go. What a person who had it and the people who make it. It's all hand done, these watches.
Right. I mean, that's with such care and such, love. It's crazy to think of a watch that way, but.
I know.
So when can people see the show to hear this guy's story?
I went over to their place about a month ago, and I had a couple of things to see what I go to auction with. I have a teddy bear that's an old teddy bear. It's a mohair teddy bear, and
nice.
And other things I want to go to auction with it. And that's how I met him. And I had met his grandson that day, and she is the first auctioneer woman in New England.
Right. I remember you talking about her.
Yeah, she was there yesterday, plus the grandson. And it was good.
Excellent.
I don't know what Norm would like to have him on, but it was very. He had so much knowledge. I've never seen anybody have so much knowledge in watches.
Nice. Very nice.
We'll get a hold of him, right? We'll look into it and see what happens,
We'll see.
Yeah, I got his card.
Uh-huh.
And
Well, you're coming over Saturday, right?
Huh?
Are you coming over Saturday?
I'm not sure, Norm, because I'm having
how it
the
goes
operation
Oh,
Thursday.
that's right.
And I
Okay.
have to go to see the doctor Friday, and they don't want me to drive.
Oh no. Well, then we can. When your eye is better, we'll just have you come over and actually come on the show again. Mary, do you want to tell the people the name of your show? Or did you do it already?
She did not.
Yeah, it's called Cruising with Mary. And everybody and anybody is welcome to my show. We talk about whatever you want to talk about. Like yesterday we called it Cruising with Mary Antique Show. Yesterday, because all the watches went back as far as the 1800s and everything yesterday.
Nice.
But everybody's welcome, and if they want to make a date with me to come on, they can call at 782-5835.
If you want, see, it's good publicity.
Cool.
And you met Mary at the event, by the way. She's the one that had the beans and the food. That when we had the food. Little short lady, bossy lady.
Bossy.
I have to hand them over soft.
Yeah, see another one.
That's why Mary and I get along so well.
That's true, Lori.
That's right.
And Kate, but Mary has done very well. She's great on the show here. We just love her. She's a little old way from Pasadena with a hot run. Go Grammy, go Grammy. I'll always remember you were doing a show at the Southern New Hampshire parking lot. Remember that, Mary?
Yeah, I had
That
my
car show
first
there.
car show.
And she picked me up because they had a booth there where we could do. I did a couple of reads. And so when she wore, I said, Mary, you're not going to get into that parking space. I'm serious. She said, watch me. And then, oh my God! And she got in there. She had room to spare. I go, I'll never question that again.
Yeah, that was my big caddy.
Yeah, that was her big caddy.
That was the song?
Yeah.
Go Granny, go Granny, go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Pasadena, little old lady from Pasadena, go Granny, yeah,
That's me.
And Mary, and that's another one. Mary and I go back longer than you and I have been friends. Mary and I go back when I was a youngster.
And you were a youngster?
Young.
I thought
I thought you were still
Go back
young.
to the 60s.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're only
Yeah,
33.
I know. I
not
started to
senile,
fight
what
shit
can I
fish
tell
him
you?
up for me. But Mary, so you're gonna have the eye operation?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm having it done Thursday morning.
I am so excited for you. Who's doing it?
Dr. Bozak, or something like that. It sounds like Bozak.
And I know one thing: it's going to be very successful.
Yeah.
You're going to be Mary. You're going to love it. I did when I had my eyes operated on, and my eye operated. Let me tell you, I was the happiest guy going. And for all my life, I was almost blind, and I went totally blind. And then when I had this, I love it. And obviously, there are some things I say, I come to see this, like when I see all the hate, and I see them destroying things and stuff. Sometimes I say, why can't I go back into my little shell and go blind so I don't have to see it, But unfortunately, you'd be amazed at what you see when you weren't blind, too. It
Yeah.
really is. I'm grateful that it happened that way because I had a better understanding, And so, Mary, are you going to any of the car show? Oh, you can't go this weekend, right?
Yeah, there's one, but I can't go to it.
No.
Yeah. There's no way that, but maybe next week, depends, but my,
Yeah, you're really going to, the one thing I would encourage you
to, next week.
be very, very careful of the sun. Trust me when I know I stupidly didn't listen, and I went out when I forgot to wear my sunglasses. Hurt. Oh, boy, I went right back in front of it. And what really hurts the worst is when it's a heavy snowstorm and the sun is shining brightly.
Right.
And, oh, boy. So, well, Mary, I'm going to let you go. We're sending healing
Alrighty.
energy for you. And let us know how you make out and call me at my house, okay?
Alrighty. Catch you guys later.
Bye,
You too.
Mary.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Would you like to play a song yourself, or would you have another one from there?
Why don't we do, we have 2 recorded, so why don't we do the second one? That's the group,
All right.
the collaboration. This next one is called Peace, and it was written by Mr. Future Index Moyo, the director of the Amavivani a cappella group that we work together with. And it's mostly them, and I come in at the end singing a little bit in Hebrew.
All right. Whenever you're ready, Paul. Isn't that what they do with the directors do?
Sure.
Peace in the whole world. We're crying for peace in the whole world. Peace in the whole world. We're calling for peace in the whole world. Brothers and sisters, let us come together and practice love. Peace. Peace in the whole world. We're crying for peace in the whole world. Peace in the whole world. We're calling for peace in the whole world. Brothers and sisters, let us come together and practice love. Today, the world is changing. Today, people are suffering from wars, racism, diseases, xenophobia, and many more, and many more. Today, the world is changing. Today, people are suffering from
izimpi
racism,
ubandlululo
diseases,
imikhuhlane engalaphekile
xenophobia,
bayabulala
and
nabantu
many more.
ubuntu
Ubuntu buqakathekile.
yebo
Is very important.
ubuntu
buqakathekile.
awuyeyeni bo
Buqakathekile.
awuyeyeni bo
Buqakathekile.
spell it
UBUNTU.
Ubuntu means
spell
together.
it
UBUNTU.
ake nibambeni bafana bamavevane lengoma yokuthula bo.
This is the traditional
Ake
style that they have.
nibambeni bafana
Dream come
lengoma
true, dream come true,
yokuthula bo.
dream come true.
This is a dream come true for
Dream come true,
Yes,
dream
but
come true,
to
dream come true.
This is a dream come true for
Dream come true,
Yes, but
dream come true.
to
זה חלום, שלום, זה חלום שמתגשמים היום. שלום, שלום, שמתגשמים חלום. שלום, שלום, שמתגשמים היום. שלום, שלום, שלום. שלום, שמתגשמים היום שלום. זה חלום, זה שלום, זה חלום.
Peace in the whole world.
Oh.
Peace in the whole world. It's actually in English.
I wish we could make that our theme song.
Really? I agree. Would have to have your permission, of course, but I
It
would
wouldn't be
love.
you'd have to get their permission, but I think they would be delighted.
Okay.
I don't think that would be a problem at all.
And if you
so-
could get that permission, we can get that.
Yeah.
I think that would be an awesome. I
just
agree with
say,
you.
because it's everything we keep trying to teach.
Right.
Just shoot me an email and I'll connect you with them and you'll
Please.
get
Yeah,
permission.
'cause
I
that
have
would
no
be-
doubt
yeah.
they will give you permission.
Because I would really like to
Yeah.
have that. Because that's what we're all about, bringing love. You two didn't know color there, right? It was all spiritually given.
No, there wasn't any.
You know what
color
I'm
there.
saying?
Yeah.
You know, it was all
Yeah, no,
together.
not between us.
No. And that's, skin color should not matter to begin with.
No.
I grew up in a racist family, okay? I've been admiring your necklace
Nope,
here.
we have another call.
Oh,
Hold that thought. Welcome to Norman Friends. You're on the air.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to comment about the. Am I on the air right now?
You
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, I'd like to comment about the last song that you guys just played.
Okay.
I liked it, but there's a lot of stuff out there than that. That represents what they're trying to say. There's a band called Faces and Edge that has a song called Victorious Life. That you guys are sitting there looking like it was painful for some of you sitting there listening to that.
Oh, I don't think so
I
at all. I
appreciate
thought it was
I
beautiful.
appreciate what they're doing, the harmonies and stuff, but I wouldn't think that many people would like that stuff.
Have a good day,
But
sir.
I like your show. I like your
thank you.
show, and keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, no, I mean, he has a point.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you know.
Well, you
Not
know,
everybody's gonna
we're,
like
we're
it.
not
We
the
know
only
that.
ones trying to make a
Exactly.
better world and trying to bring some kind of peaceful situation here.
Right.
So appreciate that comment. That
Yeah.
there are a lot of people out there doing a similar thing, and this, and I said, this was just our way of doing it. This is
Right,
us.
yeah.
And it doesn't
thank
mean
you for
there's
liking
nobody.
our show, by the way, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. No, thank
You know,
you.
that's like what we do. I don't expect everybody to like my show as well. Okay, I did enjoy that music, and I do want to.
No, I thought it was
We weren't in
Wasn't
pain.
it
I don't
bored?
think we were in pain, but
It wasn't beautiful.
maybe it was a concentrated, serious look.
Yeah,
but
yeah. But that's I value the opinion.
yeah.
I really
right,
do.
absolutely.
Sure.
No, that's
Sure.
what we want,
And we
for
Thank
want
you,
to
sir.
be
Thank you,
positive
sir,
and
for that
negative.
comment.
Absolutely.
You know, and we can't. Not everybody's going to like our show. Not everybody's going to dislike it. And I have to tell you, folks, and I let Laurie know this. The minute I got news about it, you know what I'm talking about, right? I did a show for the Kingdom and
Channel.
Spirits, right?
Yep.
On the Learning channel. They're on the Learning channel, and I got a message back, and I'm asking to believe that it's going to be shown in October.
Nationwide. Or anywhere
Nationwide,
you watch
in the world,
TLC,
yeah,
as
yeah.
most people
I
know
hope
it.
you'll send us a note so we.
I will. I'll let.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, hopefully.
oh,
Yeah,
I
you
will
need to
let
let us
everybody
all know
know.
when
Yeah,
it comes
we
out.
sure will.
Now, but this isn't the only thing you're doing. This collaboration. You have other CDs. What other CDs do you have?
I lived in Israel for 22 years, and there I sort of came out as a musician. Finally, I was a closet musician before that, in my room, doing my own thing and very shy.
I remember that when I first met you several years ago. We had a hard time getting you to communicate.
Shy, very shy. I've changed. And my first time on stage, I was in Israel, and somebody found out that I could kind of play the banjo, which I kind of couldn't. But they put me on the stage with a banjo. I spent most of the time tuning it and played 3 songs. And then I was burst into what was the Anglo folk music scene. All the English speakers, mostly, who had immigrated to Israel, and or emigrated to Israel, whichever way you look at it. And we just, my music career just took off from there. So the first album I actually made was with a group of all women who were very observant, who still are very observant, Orthodox Jewish women. We played for women only. We wrote music for women and by women, and it was an amazing experience because there was a lot of Jewish I'll say spirituality. They called me the spiritual one. I was I was more secular than Orthodox, but it was quite an experience because just to write a song was just, we had many discussions around which pitch, which note would be relevant to a particular word and things like that to express it properly. And it was quite a growing experience and learning experience. And I love those women. And also on the women's, just finding women's spirituality within the framework of an Orthodox religion. So that was amazing. So, but these, I have this one. Where do I?
Right there.
Okay.
It's
right there.
Yeah.
This was my first one I made with here in Nashua. Produced by Michael Robertson, who's now no longer in New Hampshire, but he was also a great musician.
Made in where?
In Nashua. In Manchester. Sorry.
I love the accent.
Why? New Hampshire?
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. I'm learning how to speak New Hampshire.
There you go.
New England.
Oh, nobody can beat Glenn.
Even though I grew up in Lexington, Massachusetts, I never got that accent. But so this
I think that's too glassy. Actually, he would try to get it closer to Larry.
Tilt it just downward a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
How's that?
Okay.
And I have a bunch of CDs for children that I made because I was a children's educator for a long time, and still am. And then this is a recent one I made with a friend playing on the flute. And this is Song of the Lark. This is all instrumental, very meditative, does the job if you're looking for that.
How many instruments do you play?
She played the flute. I don't play the flute, but I play guitar. That's my main instrument. I have it here. This is my travel guitar.
Would you enlighten us with a song?
Let's see. Did you want a
you do it.
Yeah.
That's up to you, right?
I have to take my gear off.
Yeah. Whenever we'll leave it up to you. Whatever spirit wants you to play.
Well, let's see.
That's a good way to put it, right?
Whatever spirit wants me to play. Spirit, tell me.
Spirit says, listen.
I listen to spirit very much, but sometimes...
Yeah.
That's what I did my first appearance on stage was like... Say I went down to the waterside, checking out my soul. Babe, every way that you gotta fly, you gotta keep the faith, you know. Everybody's got a dream, you gotta let on go. Babe, find your way to the place you know is home. Try to remember the words. I say scattered thoughts help me free my mind. I feel my life unfold. Say, lay me down on your holy ground. There ain't no better place, I'm told. Everybody's got a dream, they gotta let on go. Babe, find your way to the place you know is home. Home,
Thank you.
Very nice. And
Now,
thank
if
you.
someone wanted you to do a concert for them, are you available to do a concert?
Oh, definitely. That's
All right.
what I want to be doing these days. Definitely.
You're not afraid to stand on stage anymore.
Not if, well, you know, there's always a little bit of tension and
Yeah.
nervousness,
You know,
but
a good performer always has the. But my son always told me, because he had his own band, a good performer always has their butterflies in their tummy or
Yeah.
whatever, you know. And I've actually seen my son so sick that he couldn't hardly move. But once you get up on stage, the adrenaline rush, you know, and that's like before my great co-host came here. There were times when I just, there you go, I just didn't want to do the show, and then, you know, the thing come in. Then, or if you better, also, when you know you're going to be performing, that's when you come alive. And like when you're teaching your artwork, by the way, my classes that we had, you'll be joining one of our classes, okay, to teach. And so how would you get a hold of you if they wanted you to do a performance?
well, they can go to my website, rahelmusic.com, which is RAHEL music.com, and you can contact me that way.
They can get your CDs there as well?
They can get, yeah, everything's on that site. It's like a potpourri of of my whole life.
There you
It's-
go.
Very
Yeah.
nice, very
Awesome,
nice.
that's good.
They can find everything, and links to all the other places as well.
Excellent.
And the same with you. If they want to get a hold of your artwork, they
Yes, they can go on Sandy Sereno Fine Art or my Facebook, Serenity with Sereno.
I think she is Serenity
Yeah.
too. Ooh, baby.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sandy Sereno Fine Art
yeah, there you go.
.com.
And you know the thing about, that's what I like about our show. We don't do politics. We don't do religion. but we do everything that involves the community.
Right.
And we do, and this is what I like it because I would try to do all these other things political about. And when before I met her, she said no more political, and she was very emphatic about it. And I'm glad, to be honest with you, because every other show you have is either religious or political, and like that. And I want to be community. I want to belong to the community. We're only the vessels. Are you ready? If you don't want it, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be gentle, I promise.
Be brave.
Okay,
be brave.
It's probably not something I should be doing, but I will do it.
Oh, no. I don't want to violate. No. I don't do that.
Huh?
Right? I don't.
No, but you're not
violate
telling the future or something like that, right?
That's what I do.
Oh, you're telling the future.
Yeah.
He told you your future.
Yeah.
Can you do it without sort of giving me expectations of that? Sort of maybe character or something like that?
Tell her about herself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Without telling me what's coming?
Oh, no. What I will tell you, okay, I won't use the card. What I will tell you is, because I'm not going to violate that, okay, because I don't have a right to.
No, we don't want to violate.
And she'd yell at me too, anyway, right? No,
right.
I mean, I do also use cards, but
one
it's
of the things
to get
I
some
don't
kind of
need to
direction.
She and I really don't need to. But
Yeah.
What I will tell you is, you have a fantastic future ahead of you. I'm not going to tell you it's going to be peaches and cream. One of the things I will also tell you is you need to learn to let go of that heavy burden that you're carrying. Only you know. I'm not going to dwell on it, okay? And it's not up to me to do that, okay? And I'm also going to tell you the loved ones that have passed are very proud of you, and they thank you for honoring them, okay? You also have a son?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I met him, didn't I?
It's possible you might have.
There was
it
something
was quite
about
a long
either
time ago
TV,
that we met.
Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah, so
he would have been quite young then.
Right, and I also will tell you that he's on the road to a lot of success.
Yay for him!
Okay,
yeah,
he's a very hard worker. He loves you and he supports whatever you do. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I definitely. I know you don't want to care. Heart wise, sometimes you're too generous.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Why not? So
don't say that.
You really need to take care of you first.
Like you said, Sandy, this is I'm at the age where it's about me now.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
And really
we've all had to learn that lesson.
Yeah,
I've had to learn
all
the
of us
hard
at this
way.
table.
Okay.
Taken me many decades to get there, but I keep saying this is about me now.
60, yes. I think 60, and when I turned 60, I went up to my hometown.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
I can't keep up with the math.
I know.
Yeah.
30, yeah.
Well, when I turned older. Okay. Well, at heart, I am 33. Okay. But when I went up, I had to go up to my hometown where I grew up, and I had to realize it wasn't the town that created all these problems for me, and a lot of it was within myself. And I went up to that dam, and I always remember my friend Bob Wattell took me there. He allowed me. He didn't school, like you would allow me to. He didn't try to calm me down or anything. I screamed, I cried, I did everything. I let it all out. Then he said, "Do you feel better?" And then we went down to Bradford, New Hampshire. They had this little caboose train restaurant. We went in there for dinner. And I had to realize, when you start realizing it's not the town, and 9 out of 10, the people who picked on you, who made fun of you, don't even remember anyways. So when I learned to say I allowed it to happen, and I did, without realizing it, of course. And one thing I'm also looking at you, because you are such a gentle soul, that you can be tough too when you want to be. Am I right?
Yes.
When you say no, they better have a reason to try to change your mind.
You can ask my kids about that.
I'm sorry?
Ask my kids about that.
Oh, yeah. How many children do you have?
I have two. Two children.
And you were actually a very good mom. You agree with that?
No, I don't think I was that young.
I said you were a very good mother.
A good mom.
Oh, good. Mom. Good, yeah.
You were firm, but you were firm, a little wacky at times, but that's okay. We all are.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
But the thing is with you and all of us, no matter whether our children turn their backs on, we still always have that unconditional love that people talk about. We still have that. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
You know, because we'd be hypocrites if we didn't. You know, I also will tell you that I want, and one thing I'm not going to tell you, I want you, when I actually see you writing some music concerning the people who may have harmed you, but not using names, but just a little bit more about you, putting it more into words of your childhood or whatever, okay? And I also see you having your eyes done.
My eyes checked up?
Yeah, I see you without glasses.
Oh, really? Well, I've been having some eye issues just this past couple of months.
I would tell you to go get them checked, because you know what? There's nothing any greater than having not have to wear glasses anymore, as far as I'm concerned. You know, she looks attractive with them, but me, I just look like one of those retards or whatever.
I'm not letting anybody mess with my eyes. Sorry, I'll keep my glasses. Thank you very much.
And but I want you to stay blind on the rest of my life, or you know. And I loved it. I mean, he said you got a 75% chance that it's going to be okay, or a 25% chance you're going to be totally blind. And you know what? I thought about it. Was I scared? Not at all. And I went in there, I'm going to see when I leave. I'm going to see, because my friend Bob had done Reiki energy on me. And the Reiki energy, I can't say enough about it. I like it.
Yeah.
You know, you teach Reiki energy.
I've had Reiki done. I did study Reiki once, but yeah.
And when I went and had my heart checked out, you know, I track it in there. I'm going to be okay. People look at me when I'm weird, and I am weird. I'm not that simple. And I have. They say it's a 2-hour check for your heart rate, and I was done in less than an hour because I had Reiki energy done. I'm a firm believer in Reiki energy. When I went and had my gallstones removed, once again, Reiki. Folks, if you've never tried Reiki, believe me, it is your loss.
Oh, you know, I highly recommend it. I credit it with saving my life.
Yeah.
And my doctor said I could bring someone in to do it before my surgery, so I'm very excited about that.
All right, you know. Have you had Reiki done?
I am a Reiki master.
Oh, well, I didn't know them too.
And
I had
teacher.
3 friends.
Me too.
Well, you want to get some energy healing. I was laying on the table in Derry. No, is it? No, not Derry, but
It doesn't matter where it was.
well, no, where they had that big fair.
It could be anywhere.
Yeah. Anyways, Deerfield, and I was. They said, Norm, come lay on the table. Go, ooh, this sounds, you know, interesting. And I lay down. I had 3 Reiki masters doing Reiki on my body. Let me tell you, I could feel, they were drawing the energy of the activity out of there. Like, I was exhausted. And he says, Norm, there's one thing we couldn't get out. And I go, what's that? You're like a lost little boy. They sounded like a tree with that one leaf hanging down. And I said, you're still lost in your childhood. And they did some more work. And I got to tell you, folks, I never felt so much better. And I believe that's what's keeping me alive a lot of times. I really do. I believe there's more people. Does it heal your body? No. It's a healing source. It helps you to heal.
Well, it lets your body heal itself.
Right.
Right.
And the Reiki practitioner is not healing you.
No.
The energy.
It's allowing your body to heal itself.
So do you still do Reiki energy work?
Only on myself. Well, I do some on my friend, and we share
I want to
together.
encourage you to do it back and to start have a little table to start, because they don't have, when you live in the middle of nowhere with no running water and no electricity, right? You know, but you know what? If the spirit calls you to do Reiki energy on people, I would definitely tell you not to hold yourself back.
Right.
You agree? You know?
Well, whenever spirit calls you to do something, I think we should do it. But you know, not everybody's meant to do it.
No.
My one word of caution to anybody though that's looking to get Reiki done is research the person, because like in any field out there are good and there are bad, and you don't want to go to someone and have a bad experience, because Reiki is such a beautiful, amazing, wonderful gift that that God shares with all of us. And I just I just can't say enough good about it.
The first time I had it done, I was at the Radisson Hotel down here. This guy says, "Come, let me do Reiki on you," because we swapped breathing and Reiki, and I did it, and I didn't, my body felt like it was ice cold. It really did. It felt like I saw, the old-fashioned refrigerators when you had the gas cold, the cold wires there or
They're
whatever.
too young for that,
Huh?
Norm. They're too young
Well,
to
they're too
Yeah,
young.
We're too young for that.
Okay. When it felt like it was frost, it would look on my whole body felt like it was ice cold.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "It's your fault." I go, "Oh."
Well, not that it's your fault, but your
It was-
body was blocking
Yeah.
the Reiki.
I had so much,
Yeah.
And, well, his attitude, energy was really very...
Right. See, and that's
you
a
don't
bad
have the good energy.
practitioner.
And I swore I would never go back and have it done then.
Right.
My friend Bob says, "Well, you're going to do it." And they did. And Scott loves it too, huh, Scott? And I can't recommend them. I would actually encourage you, because I see you get slight headaches every once in a while.
Lately, yes.
Yeah, I would encourage you to find a Reiki person,
Or
and
at least learn to do it for yourself.
yeah, or have someone do it like Lori there. She's doing it, or her, or whatever. I actually want you. Do you want to go back to Israel?
Mm-hmm.
You want to live there permanently?
And yeah, that's my ultimate goal, yes.
What if I told
after
you
my
I see that happening,
Yeah,
and it's sooner than you think?
That's what I think too. Yeah.
really?
I think definitely soon.
You're going to meet someone there that's going to become very special.
From your mouth to God's ears, as we
That's
say.
right. He has a lot of. He's very musical, like there is no tomorrow. Okay, he's not the richest man in the world.
But he's
Okay,
not the
Which
poorest
musician
man
is?
either.
well, but he's also he's the Orthodox Jewish person, the old-fashioned. He doesn't really like the modern, type, but he respects what everybody believes in. Okay, and I really believe in it sooner than you expect. It could be within the next 2, maybe 3 years that you'll be going there, and I see you not coming back here.
By
Yeah.
choice.
Okay.
By choice.
My choice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
My choice.
that's been my
I also
goal.
will tell you that your children will have to come there to visit you.
Come there to visit me. Yeah,
That's where you belong.
I
yeah.
agree.
This is
You
just
hear that, all you people over there in Israel? I'm coming back. I told you. It may take me forever, but I'm getting there.
no. It's not going to take you forever.
Yeah, definitely within the next 5 years. if
They've
not
been asking me to come back for. I've been back here for 20 years, so
Your journey here is almost done.
sooner. Yeah.
yeah.
If you don't follow path, because I'm going to be brutally honest with you. If you don't follow your spiritual path and go back within the next 5 years, you will die here. You have that choice.
That's okay because inside my soul is already feeling that being here. It's not my home.
No. You know, like I
Sorry,
talked about.
America. We love you, but it's
Yeah.
not my home.
Oh, wow. But I have a friend, Bishop Paul. I got to make sure because I got to have you meet him. You'll love him. He says he's born in America. Yes, he is. But his home is in France.
Mhm.
He belongs to a monastery over there, and that's where he wants to be buried.
Mhm.
Well, isn't it like the same that somebody comes over here from Italy or Ireland, they come over and they make their home here, They have to make those sacrifices, too, to come here. And so why is it so wrong for us to go there and make homes?
But we're not always born where we're supposed
No.
to be. That's part of the journey.
Yeah.
Or we're not always, put in circumstances of our ideal situation. But that's part of the journey to get there. There are reasons why you've spent 20 years in this country, and
And I love your glasses, by the way.
Thank you. They were the
They would match my hair, too.
they were the suggestion of the what do you call it? The
Spirit.
the optometrist
Optometrist.
assistant
Yeah.
or whoever. Yeah.
I like that color. It looks really good on you.
Thank you.
Anything with purple or blue will always look good on you because they're healing mechanisms.
Mm.
You don't wear makeup, right? Because if you did, trust me, you would look very old in makeup.
Old.
And you want to be young.
Wow.
You really want to, that's not who you are, and it would not be a true you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just being blunt, I know, but you said about you.
Yeah.
And you are losing 30 pounds.
Baruch Hashem.
No, the biggest
be
problem, the biggest problem people have is they try too hard. Oh, I got to lose 15 pounds, 'cause, or I got to lose 30. Do it natural. All the TV advertisement, Nutrisystem,
Which I
Weight
liked
Watchers.
when I did it.
I'm sorry?
I liked Nutrisystem when I did it. My daughter loves Weight Watchers. You got to find what works for you.
Actually, I'm seeing
That's what I'm
a
saying.
nutritional coach right now. She's a friend of
Perfect.
my daughter's, and she's
Perfect.
excellent. Can I give her a plug?
Yeah.
Yeah, her name is Corin, and it's Your Path Healing. I don't remember it, sorry, Corin, but you can contact me to find out. She's wonderful. She's in Lineborough, but she does also through Skype. So if you're looking for a coach to help you get those pounds off, or anything, just to get back to health.
Well, right. Eating
Yeah.
is, and then we've gotten so far astray, the vast majority
Yeah.
of everybody, from eating correctly or even healthy, that I did nutritional wellness coaching for years. I think it's a very underserved
Yeah.
market, and everybody should have a nutritional wellness coach. 'Cause,
Well, just changing your eating habits, I mean, it just changes your whole being.
right.
And I'm really getting a lot out of it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Our friend John
Bert.
Burt, he had the operation done. He's lost 147 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, he did gastric bypass.
But he's
you know,
living up to it.
Yeah.
You have to do what is healthy for you.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
And it works well.
When
for
you,
him.
Sandy, I wouldn't lose that much, just tone the muscles up more.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
Because a lot of people, they go through, they go lose too much and then they wonder why. But, just tone more, want more, Make sure when you're losing your weight that you're toning your muscles. I know, I'm
Yeah.
living Jordan Planet Fitness and I'm going to use the yoga. What's that called? That yoga?
Bikram?
Bikram, yeah.
Bikram yoga?
And I'm going to, there's so many things out there, folks, that you can work on to heal yourself with. Okay?
Absolutely.
You don't have to do all this and that. Just eat healthy.
Yeah.
That's why. Get away from the bonbons. Well, I'm going to room to talk.
But
you know.
it's harder these days to find the food, the really nutritious food, because a lot of it is manipulated these
Right.
days.
Yeah. It takes effort.
And
I
a
mean,
lot
you
of
know,
they've put so many things in it, especially sugar is in everything, and it's very difficult to actually find the healthy food.
right.
And when you do it, cost you a fortune.
Yeah.
They want you to eat healthy, but they don't tell you how expensive it is
Well,
to eat
no.
healthy.
No, they tell you to eat healthy because that's what they're supposed to do. They
Right.
don't want us to eat healthy because
Yeah.
if they keep us sick, they keep
Right.
us dumbed down, and they, they can control us better.
Right.
And I know.
I got a
Nothing.
market basket, and I'm always amazed about how many people that are overweight riding those carts there to go get their groceries with and unhealthy, and I just want to scream at them, And that's my problem. I have to learn. I have to walk away. I was watching this one lady at Market Basket. Her son was telling her, "Mom, you don't need this." Her son was like 10 years old. I said, "You get that." She's in a cart shopping one of the writers.
Right, it's
Her
electrical.
chunkiness is hanging over the cart, seriously. "Mom, you don't need them." I said, "Get them." And he says, "Mom, I don't want them." Because she's, well, you'll eat them too, or whatever, And unfortunately, because he's the son, and she was going to smack her and go, "Please don't hit him." And I said, "I'll reach out to you for you." I said, "But it hurts me because I know that you could do better." And with that, I walked away. And the poor little guy, he was in tears. As he's trying to be, because he's learning at school how to be healthy.
Right.
and he's trying to be,
He wants to help
and
his mom, but
I wanted to reach out and hug him and go, "No," because of my lifestyle, I wouldn't do it, you know what I mean? And I said, "Son, we're just going to pray for you," and I walked away. And she said, "Who does he think?" You're going to hear this in the background. Because they don't. Or you go to all-you-can-eat buffets. And,
Yeah.
it's so sad. American people are becoming fat and lazy.
Not just Americans,
yeah,
worldwide.
that's what I mean. It's not just an American
Are they
problem.
now more? But I mean, I
Yeah.
don't see any, like that Chinese or like that.
But
Depends.
it
Can I
depends.
ask you a question?
Yeah.
A question?
Yeah.
First of all, I like the heart on your tie.
Thank you.
And I
You
was-
gave that to me years ago.
I did?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, Well, you're welcome.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure you did. Yeah, I have one on there.
Can I ask you, when you're doing a reading with cards, what do the cards give you?
Messages about you.
But why the cards?
Cards.
That's just the way he learned to do
That's
it.
the way I do it. Then numbers. Like, she may read the cards one way, and I'll read the cards another way. She doesn't really. I don't really mean they're more intuitive. Shuffle them.
Okay, I'll give in.
Okay, you don't have to.
Now I'm curious.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Well, they're not tarot cards, and tarot
No, I don't
cards,
do tarot cards.
Yeah, no.
So
Yeah, I don't
Actually,
use
tarot
any
cards are
cards.
not evil cards. It's how people
Right.
read them. You know, no card, nothing. And the only thing I won't ever touch again is the Ouija board,
Why?
because they're the most evil thing going, and they won't. They can't mind control you.
They can. They can.
It's up to you.
If you're not strong and grounded, if you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't touch one. There are people that use it for good, but those are few and far between.
I actually had some people that we lived in the apartment I lived in. We used the Ouija board every night, and we came to control our lives. I actually had to take with several other Ouija boards and burn them, because that's the only way you can get rid of Ouija, and it's by burning this. And you can actually hear them in there, but you have to burn the Ouija board. Oh, I threw it in the dump. No, the spirit's still in your house, pal. And like that.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. Get your energy. Okay, spread them out. And give me 5 cards.
5.
This is from a lady who's a little bit nervous, ladies and gentlemen, but we'll make her
No,
happy.
I used to do these things, but not recently. I mean,
Yeah. I will never say
The
things to
faith thing.
embarrass you. Nor am I going to tell you when you're going to die.
5, you said?
Yep. Hey, she can count.
I can only count up to 4. I'm a musician.
Oh,
No.
okay.
So she just started over.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Right.
Yeah. One of the things I'm looking at with you is that
Maybe 6. I can get up to 6.
there you- one of the things I'm looking at you is that you've got to stop stalling yourself. You've got to start moving forward. No more excuses. No more excuses, or you're going to lose it all. It's your choice. Okay. But then again, you're going to have to learn how to balance them. Going to take a nap?
Oh, I think so.
You have to learn how to balance what you're doing. Okay. You haven't had very good luck with men, have you?
I haven't had a lot of men.
No, well, I mean, in dating and stuff.
But,
I mean, because the one thing about you, you're wrapped up in the work that you're doing, and you're also very controlling at times. Okay.
So they tell me.
Yeah, Your son tell you that, does he?
They all say, "Don't tell me what to do." But I thought that was a general man thing, right?
No. You ask them, you get better results. And a man should ask a woman and not try to tell them. I got to tell you, I see the perfect couple every time they're sitting right here. I always compliment you, do I not?
You do.
I'm serious. You watch him and her together, it's just phenomenal. It really is. The protection that he has for you is phenomenal. And I wish there were more couples like that. She blushes, and I love it. I definitely see that you are going to meet someone, if you want, but it's going to be in Israel. Okay? And like I said, I keep seeing, I don't know, I can't pronounce the word. There's some word that almost sounds like a kahaya or something like that. I don't know.
Kohen.
Yeah, okay. And a real
Kohen,
deep word,
out loud.
okay? And I also will tell you, peace when God and angels go with you always. Okay? And this is the message I'm getting for you, okay? Was your father Jewish?
He still is.
Yeah, he's also passed, right?
No.
No, he hasn't passed, okay. No. Does he understand what you're doing? He respects you.
He probably does silently. He's not an open...
No, he's very quiet about it,
Quiet,
okay?
yeah.
And how old is he?
91. He's going to be 92 soon.
Okay, is he here in this country?
Yeah.
Okay. You need to stay until he crosses. Okay, that could be in 3 more years. Okay. He's pretty good health for his age, right?
Yeah.
Pretty stubborn, too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like father, like daughter?
Maybe. I think like mom and dad, probably.
Yeah. But he's also very proud of you. He told me, and I'm getting a message from your mother to continue the work that you're doing. Don't turn back on it. Okay. Your dad, I bet you see your dad have a lot of hip problems.
I don't know.
He wouldn't share even if, yeah.
No. You just be careful of him falling, because if he falls, that's going to be a lot of problems that way, okay? You see your dad often?
Not in particular.
Very private. Very
Yeah.
You need, if you can, try to visit or talk to him more, okay? Because he needs a lot. He needs to make, I don't know what it means, needs to make a redemption with you. Whatever that means, I don't know. Okay, you know, I don't, okay? And it's up to you.
He knows better than me, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, just let him, let him do that, okay?
Oh, no, he's got one of those for me, too.
Oh, yeah.
No strawberry shortcake.
No problem at all.
Okay, and no chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Now you've crossed the line,
That,
Norm.
that's right, you crossed the line.
No, the spirit crossed the line.
Why not?
Because you're a borderline diabetic, first of
Oh.
all. Second of all, you get too much extra energy from the chocolate, and it's not really good for you. Try to lose weight. If you learn to minimize it, you'll be okay.
But didn't they say chocolate helps you lose?
Dark
Right.
chocolate.
You gotta go on that chocolate diet, right?
Dark chocolate.
That's why you wonder why you're bouncing off the walls, right?
Caffeine doesn't seem to affect you that
No,
much.
it doesn't.
Yeah, me
No.
either.
I believe you are going to get into a relationship. I believe it's going to be a very solid. I'm not going to say it's going to be a marriage type, but I believe that it's going to be very compatible for you and this person. And like her, you're going to be a cougar.
I'm gonna be sorry.
A cougar.
Oh, I like that.
And they always say the men, ladies and gentlemen.
We like that.
Hey, it's the new trend, you know.
Look at that. Huh?
It only makes
It
sense.
does, and I'm telling you, when it does come, it's going to come. It's going to be someone. Oh, I don't know if I want to get involved with him. Blah blah blah. He's taller than you are. He's got small waist. He also has a beard. Okay, but he wears.
A keeper.
Yarmulke. Yeah.
Keep-
Okay. And like I said, he's Orthodox Jewish, okay? And he's been kind of shunned from some of his church beliefs, okay? But you're going to pick up the thing. He doesn't
Church
yeah.
church is different.
Yeah, I'm sorry?
Church or synagogue.
Well, the synagogue, whatever
Faith, whatever faith he has,
whatever
yeah.
faith is, because he's going to be going with you because you're an American and stuff like that. But you two will be very good for each other, okay? And you two will go. He also has a very, very deep bass voice. Okay, but he sings from the heart. And I keep seeing like a.
You want him?
I see him like wearing a pigtail, like a long hair, maybe. Okay, and I do see that, and I also see he wears a lot of dark, like a black jacket, very, very traditional. Okay, but you're gonna feel right at peace with him because you knew him in your past life. You're an old soul. You actually helped Jesus Christ walk across a different Galilee and all them other places, okay? And I also will tell you, you've always been a teacher of music. That's why you carry it on today, because we usually carry on what we did in our past life. Like you were an artist in your past life. You actually worked with Michelangelo. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we usually carry on. Don't you agree? Usually they carry on from past life.
I don't know. I've done a lot of different things in my past life.
Oh, you have, honey.
I'm not
Let me
sure.
tell you.
Yeah.
I was a lady in my past life. Let me
You
tell
know how to
you.
doubt my mind.
That's why I'm not sure. A lot of times I think when people did that, in our past life, we might have been a woman and then we come here.
Well, we all of us in our past lives have been
In one way or
both
another,
genders. I mean, just that's how we grow.
And I
evolve.
definitely see eye surgery for you if you want it. But it has to be if you want it. I see you setting, there's a big temple. From synagogue, there are I'm looking at between 1,500 and 2,000 people. You and 2 other people are going to be playing in. Don't give up your dream. And you're going to say, where's the money coming from? The money will be there when it's time. Okay. However, you've got to be more cautious of your driving. You got to look both ways, not just one way. Okay? Because it will be your fault if you're not careful coming out of your driveway. Please be very... If you have to, instead of back it out, drive out. Do anything that can provide for you. Because I'm concerned if you get into an accident, you could get hurt, but it wouldn't be your fault. Okay? Because sometimes you get airheaded. And when I call people in the spiritual world, she knows what I know. That's because you're in the world, but you're not of the world. Both of you. You understand what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Because we have to follow the world and the way they do things, but we're also a higher level spiritually, so we have to be that way, okay? And I cannot picture either one of you conforming to what society wants you to do. And especially you,
Right.
you know. One of the things I've also seen, you are really going to do a lot of traveling within the next 2 years. Do you have a dog?
No.
Okay, I'm going to have to recommend you not get one right now.
No, I have a cat.
Okay. When that cat's pretty easy in mode, you know, but with a dog, you don't have the time to probably
No.
care for it, so I'm not trying to tell you because of the traveling that you're going to be doing. I also see there's some kind of like a tube instrument, and it has 1, 2, it goes, it starts like a staircasing that's in the background. It's like one of those tubes that you put together. And, like, you know, when you're hearing these things in the organ there, the
Pipes?
The pipes, that's it.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking for, the different type, only a smaller version that you're going to be playing and you're going to be using. So make sure you practice breathing properly.
Say that again? An instrument
Yeah,
that's like a pipe?
it's like an organ pipe thing that builds up. You know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, I don't have a pen here. Okay, and it comes. Okay, it starts here like a low key. Okay, then it goes up higher, then it goes up higher, then it goes up higher.
That's like a panpipe or something like that.
Yeah. When it had the different high, you know, and I see you doing really well with that too. It has a lot of echo with it.
That's interesting.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but
No, you know, a person's going to show you. It'll come in. Actually, you'll see it in your dream. Okay. And the one thing I'm going to look at, you health-wise, you're okay. I don't see either one of you in cancer.
Baruch Hashem.
But I do see blood pressure problems on your part. And once you lose the weight you should lose, okay, you're going to feel a lot better. You see it, I don't know. But I also will tell you, you got a great future ahead of you.
Thank you.
You're going to be around for a long, long time.
As long as I'm healthy while I'm around that long.
102 years old.
Oh, no way. Wow.
And you'll be okay.
Okay.
I don't see you in dementia. You might forget, but don't panic over it. Hell, I do that. That's why I have a co-host. What do I do? You know, like that. But you got a good future, but it's up to you and how you follow through with it. Okay. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
You're feisty.
I'm feisty.
You got this.
I think you can tell right away.
Yeah, you are a very feisty lady.
So, can you ladies again tell people who you are, how to get hold of you?
I'm Sandy Sereno. I'm an artist, and I can do intuitive readings. My website is sandyserenofineart.com. That's SERENO. Or my Facebook is Serenity with Sereno. And also I have products with my artwork on it, which is called sandy-sereno.pixels.com. You have to make sure you put the S at the pixels. And I have other ones too, but we're not going to say them all.
No. Okay.
I'm Rahel, and goes by Acoustic Breezes, Rahel, as my songwriter, singer-songwriter, performing artist. And that's rahelmusic.com, RAHEL music.com. I am also co-founder of the Healing Light Project, and that is musical collaborations around the world with your blessing. And that's thehealinglightproject.weebly, WEEBLY.com. I'm also a therapeutic clinical musician, so I do an energetic kind of service with my music. So we didn't talk about that, but it's like Reiki, but it's with music. So, and that's musicpractitioner.com.
Oh, nice.
Music practitioner, PRACTITIONER, musicpractitioner.com. Those would be the main ones. There's a lot of other ones that you can find on the links as well. So, yeah.
You said you do, what time was it? 5:49?
49, yeah.
Oh, wow, time's going by fast. Huh?
So with the music, the healing therapy with the music.
Therapeutic music, yeah.
How?
It's much like you said, I create with the music a space or an environment in which the body can heal itself or will do what it needs, as opposed to music therapy, which is an interactive kind of thing for rehabilitative kind of stuff. This is therapeutic, where I will enter a room, maybe one-on-one bedside, with somebody who may be ill. I also work with people who are in transition, dying, going to the next world, and or just for relaxation, meditation, things like that, stress relief. So I use the guitar, I use the voice, and it's what we call a music medicine.
Nice.
An
Very
energetic
nice.
tool as well.
All right.
Like Reiki.
Okay.
Nice. Very much like
I want to
Reiki.
thank you two for coming
Yes,
on.
definitely.
It was a blessing. 2 hours went by fast, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah. And would you like to play us out?
Sure.
You don't have to think, just play a song for us to go
Yeah.
out with. And I want to thank both of you. Thank you all out there for. By the way, I got a certain piece of this show will be downloaded probably by Monday later. So every show that we do download. If you go to, you can Google it, Norman Moody, and then you can go to, and it'll take you right to, or you can go to YouTube and you'll see this show on YouTube Live, and it'll be on Facebook as well.
Thank you, Norm, for having
welcome.
us here.
Oh, my pleasure and honor, and Lori.
Thank
Oh, and thank you, Laurie, too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, would you both like to come back on again?
Sure.
All right, we'll check you know. Probably in January.
Sure. You can
Okay.
see what happened.
Yeah,
There
we'll
you
see what
go.
the spirit leads. Thank you. And everybody out here, remember, as we're closing up, every day you are the winner.
This is Hine Matov. Isn't it good? Isn't it fine? Coming together as one. So, since I'm in this tuning, so. A little out of tune. Hine Matov ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. We send the energy out. I'll shorten it. Isn't it good? Isn't it fine? Coming together as one. Isn't it good? Isn't it fine? To come together as one. People now, isn't it good? Isn't it fine? Coming together as one. Isn't it good? Isn't it fine? Coming together as one. People. coming together as one. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
That was awesome.